want no beeping in the background.
Hey y'all, what's up? We about to have an amazing live coming up with my sis Tiffany, and it's real amazing to have conversations with other powerful people, people that been through things, individuals that know what it's like to deal with money, deal with finances in many, many different ways, and also have buying properties. Like it's so much to it when you purchase properties. There's so much to it when you dealing with people overall when it comes to running a business. And you gotta be spiritually ready. You always have to be spiritually ready, and you're gonna go through so many ups and downs. So we're gonna have many, many conversations, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be motivating. It's gonna be extremely inspiring. So here we are, y'all. What's up, sis? I gotta unmute you. You on
Girl,
mute. What's good?
hey, my sister, what's going on, birthday girl?
Nothing, girl. Feeling
How you
alive.
how you feeling today?
You know what? I feel really good. I ain't gonna lie though. I was down yesterday because
Okay,
when my birthday coming, I want to hear my mom's voice. I want to hear her regular happy birthday thing. But today I felt good when I went by the lake and I read a book. I listened to my favorite person, John Hope Bryant. I love that man.
okay,
so I
okay.
so I was cool. I was mellow. So yeah. So what's up with you?
Hey, getting ready for this event next month in Orlando, Florida. I know you and the team gonna be in the building. I'm super, super, super excited about what's going to take place. I know the Lord dropped this in my spirit a couple years ago, and then we did the biggest boss conference. You came out here in Houston, and it was electrifying. I don't even really know the words to put it in, but it was life changing. We had those children learn about entrepreneurship. We had 1,000 people in the room learning about entrepreneurship. And then people didn't just learn about entrepreneurship, they actually went and applied what they learned. I'm talking about from getting government contracts to doing real estate to starting tax businesses, you name it, they did it. And so I am excited about the biggest boss mansion experience that's going to take place in Orlando, Florida next month. I know you're going to be in the building. Got multimillionaire Ray Higdon's going to be in the building. And he's going to have a mastermind session on Thursday night that's going to blow people's mind. I mean, he made millions and millions in real estate. He grew companies in the marketing to show people how to actually market and grow whatever it is that they're doing. Um, and then my brother, uh, well, I can't call him my brother, I call him nephew. Romeo Miller is gonna be in the building, y'all, and a lot of people know that him and I actually have a technology company, and we're gonna be rolling out some new things. And this is the crazy part about it, is like usually a person would have to have millions of dollars to sit at this technology table, but we're going to actually pull out the chair and give some people a seat at the table in this technology game for completely free.
That is amazing.
I got my girl, the Land Queen is coming. Her and I have a brand called the Queens of Land Flipping. Y'all, Miss Abrisha Crockett, and we have been selling land and showing people how to take the land and what to do with it. We're actually, if they have a VIP ticket or elite ticket, they're going to go in a drawing and win a piece of free land.
Okay.
So they're going to go in the drawing, they're going to win a piece of free land. And then, we have to elevate our rooms that we sit in. This is why I tell people it's
Yeah.
important to get in rooms, right? One of the largest marketing companies that literally just launched last week. The owner, the CEO, founder, billionaire, tycoon, Mr. Bob Rayner is going to be in the building. Friday, we're going to have a pool party after the session. Saturday, we're going to have a pink party. So make sure y'all got boots on the ground and make sure y'all ready to line dance, because Saturday we are going to have a pink party because I'm always big on breast cancer survivors. Breast cancer ran rampant through my family, so I am very big on supporting them. So on that Saturday, we, after everything is done and said, we are going to have a pink party on Saturday night. So I'm excited about that.
That is amazing. So what really inspired you to even pursue the mansion? You know, because you usually have it in big, huge spaces and everything. So what made you like shift it in something totally different?
So one, I wanted to do something small and intimate with people that, because we all know that people are in different stages of their life when it even
Right.
comes to business. Some people, I was just talking to another young lady on social media right before you and I got on, and she was said, if you scared to invest, you got to be scared to get wealth. And I said, that is the thing. I wanted to do a more personable, something that more intimate on the business side, because going into what we're going to roll out at the event that we're having in 2026 is huge, right? So I wanted I wanted the Yvette Lloyds and the Bob Rayners and the Romeo Millers and the Ray Higdons and the Brescia Crockett's and the Fred Jones, people like that. I wanted those people that have the brilliant minds, because guess what people have to understand is that being in a room can change your mind, right? It can change your life literally, because people came to the Biggest Boss Conference and they got their life changed completely. How they were living before they came is totally different because they came and got their mindset changed. So I said, I didn't want to do a big conference. I wanted to do a mastermind, because we all know what happens after a mastermind when you
Yeah.
put brilliant minds together and you put people that understand investments. I just saw you and your group of y'all dope. I love to see a bunch of women winning. I just seen y'all making real estate investments all the way in Africa. So
Yes.
those are the kind of people that I wanted to sit in the room going into last quarter. I didn't want it to be everybody. I wanted it to be more intimate, and even though the mansion is just as much as renting a hotel space,
It is.
I still wanted that so that we could have that intimate time together, sit and break bread, bounce ideas off of each other, help people take their incomes and their businesses, it doesn't matter what they do, to the next level. And so a lot of times when the greatest things are being birthed, it's not being birthed with 1,000 people. It's being birthed maybe with 75 to 100 people. That may be a whole team of a Fortune 500 company, but they oversee the masses, right? So that was my mindset going into this. And I said, look, let me get some. And Romeo, him and I did a live last Monday, and he was just saying, like, look, I'm gonna give y'all even some discount tickets. He was like, look, I'm gonna put some discount tickets out there and get y'all in the room. And this is the thing that people need to understand. If you on here talking about you gonna be a future millionaire, a future billionaire, and you can't invest a couple $100s in your business and yourself to be able to get in rooms like that. I remember when I did an event with like a Ray Higdon and Grant Cardone, baby, to get in that room, it was $5,000. But guess what? That $5,000 investment turned into $350,000 for me. So it was worth the investment. But if people don't understand that they have to give up something to get something, then I don't know what to tell them. So I want to be in the room with the people that have the mindsets like us, that's looking to invest, that's looking, because this is something that we're going to be offering in the room. We are looking to buy whole neighborhoods. We looking to get some people together where we can put our resources together, and we make and go buy 300 or 400 parcels. We make and put our resources together and go buy 200 parcels and then sell it to a developer for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset. Those are the people, because I'm gonna tell you what was happening, that like I wanted so bad for people, and because of where we came from, you and I from the same place. So where we came from and growing up in poverty, and that's all we saw. And then even having just a rough up, being in some rough situations as an adult, once I got it, once I got around people who had my solution and not my problem, and I
Yeah.
changed my mindset, because guess what? Everything where we from, everything is a scam. I remember when I started network marketing, the coffee business, the coffee was a scam. I said, wait a minute, I'm drinking the coffee, but it's a scam. Like, tell me about the scam. Why I don't know? Why don't nobody know about the scam but you? But I always tell scam stands for still confused about money. That's why they still broke. And that was the thing. That was my learning season. Like, I didn't make a lot of money, but I got knowledge that helped me to make a lot of money later. So
Mhm.
it was like I had to get in the room with people that had my solution and not my problem. The first couple of times I had to even borrow the money, and when I got paid, pay it back, because I was not going to let anything stop me, because I knew it was more than life than what I was living. And I said,
Right.
"Look, I got 3 little kids looking at me saying, what we gonna eat today?" You know what I mean? So it was like,
Yeah.
are you gonna continue to be on this cycle? Or are you gonna go over here? Because I always tell people, if you already at the bottom, if you can look up, you can get up. So if you already all
Listen.
the way at the bottom, what's the worst that can happen if you already at
Man,
the bottom?
listen, I'm talking about rock bottom too.
Baby, we was under the ground. Like, it wasn't even the bottom. I don't even know what to call that. I don't know, because that's when we was taking I'm gonna be transparent tonight. This where we was taking packs of ramen noodles and splitting them. And I know I had said I was never gonna eat another ramen noodle once I came from behind them gates. I said I wasn't gonna eat another noodle a day in my life. But baby, when times is hard and you
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do, and when I got invited to that meeting, I remember me getting ready to, and I picked up the phone to call a girlfriend of mine to have her come with me. And I heard God clear as day say, hang up the phone. He said, this blessing is just for you.
Ooh.
And so I let the phone ring one time. I hung up. And when I went to that meeting in Beechwood, Ohio, and my life has never been the same. Has it been easy? No, because it was easy, everybody would do it, right?
Man, listen.
Easy, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, because look where you at now. But you know what? I want to implement it from, even though you're doing all of this and you have major shifts in between. So like now when I look at you, you have a special glow. It's like I've been through it all enough, but now it's time for me. Like it's like I finally see you doing for you instead of trying to pull people to you and all of that. Like we both experienced that, trying to pull people with us a lot.
Yeah, and
But
that was physically draining.
yeah, it's
Mentally
it's
and
very
physically.
it's very very draining. But like you were saying, like as far as those rooms, for us to get in those rooms, it took us to shift our mindset and change our lives and everything personally. It caused us to have personal relationship with God,
Absolutely.
even on a different level, because it's different levels of your relationship with Him because you are going through different emotions and different ways to do things. And I see so much change within you to a point now God is getting ready to start pouring into you even more now because you removed everyone.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't an easy thing. That's why I tell people you gotta be rooted and grounded. That's why we call it a corporate fast, because when
Yeah.
this is what I tell people, when you are the head of anything, I mean, you got this amazing, like, I've seen you come through so much, and we dealt with some of the same exact things, because when you're chosen,
Yeah.
somebody might didn't pick you, but
Yeah.
when God chose you, it's like, I feel like I don't fit in here, or
Yeah.
why are people doing me like they're being strategic with me when I'm really, trying to love on people genuinely. I don't want nothing from you. I work for everything that I got.
Yes.
But what it was doing, it was like the enemy was trying to use people to physically drain me, right? And so I would have an event and I would be down for weeks. Like, after the event, I would have to go into I don't even know what it's called, because it was more than just decompression. It was like
Yeah.
God was hiding me in plain sight. And he was like, look, you gotta fast and pray. You gotta fast and pray. And you can't bring it. My hardest part was, and I'm being very transparent. I just learned this literally coming into this year, leaving out of my last event in November. You cannot take everybody with you. Everybody that claim to be somebody else is not always who they claim to be. And you cannot it's seasons and reasons, right? And when somebody's season is up, if you try to carry them over into a season that's not meant for them, you will get yourself in trouble, not only with the Lord, but you will get yourself in trouble to the point to where you will be feeling like second guessing yourself, and then you down, and you destitute when you're usually the light of the group, when you're usually the I always ask them who encourages the encourager, right?
Man.
If you the one encouraging everybody and you trying to pull everybody, and this is what the Lord told me. He said, stop trying to do my job. He said, this is why you frustrated. This is why you wore out. This is why you want to cry and throw in the towel, because people don't see that behind the scenes part. My husband is behind the scenes praying and anointing my head and like, no, you ain't second guessing what God told you. I don't care who show up and who don't show up. I don't care about this and that. Everybody not meant to go with you. I know it's a hurting thing, because when I feel like, because I always tell him, I always tell God, keep me humble so you don't never have to. Because when he humble you, that's a different humble situation.
Yeah, it's a total,
Yes, I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm leaving people behind. He said, you can't feel like you're leaving people behind that had the opportunity to grow with you. Like you gave them every tool. He said, your leader didn't come hold your hand and do the work for you. You got out here and did the work. Nobody gave you anything. You got out here and built it brick by brick. He like, even before you knew me, you was built. When I met you, you was built it. So you can't, there's just some people, they talk a good game, but they don't walk the game. And so when it started to make me physically ill, like I was getting sick physically. And when it started to make me physically ill, that's when I opened my eyes, and God was like, the reason why you frustrated, the reason why you trying to do my job. Let me send the people. I'm going to send the people that's supposed to be at every event. I'm going to send the people that's supposed to be blocked at the event. I'm doing it all from over here. And he said, you know what? One person to turn into 1,000. Just like how you went and did these network marketing companies. And when you started, it was just you. And then you look up and you've built teams of 25,000, 30,000, 60,000 people. And he said, you got to remember that, but you just did it for somebody else. Now I'm getting ready to help you do it for you.
Yes. And it's crazy because I watched the shift like within myself. Because, when I was doing my daycare and doing Fidea, I had so many people with me, and I was trying to bring them with me, encourage them, inspire them, like just do any and everything above to show them the way of the where I was going. I knew where I was going to go already, with or without.
Right.
But it's like, it's just something about showing somebody the way, because I'm not a gatekeeper.
Right.
I don't want to gatekeep. I want everybody to win. I want them to see what it's like to make yourself feel good and what it's like to be successful. But it's a lot of things that you go through along the way. But what made me see my potential even more was actually podcasting.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's me doing it alone. I didn't have nobody helping me besides if I had, someone editing and graphics and stuff, but like physically getting the people on my podcast, doing all of that, that was me. And then, I had friends that were publicists and everything, and they helping me out. Then from one publicist to another, it just kept going. But it's still me. It's my character and who I am. And those individuals started to see me on how I wanted the people in the past to see me, and they didn't see it. They only seen counting my money.
Yep.
What I couldn't do for them, me not being able to do something, or me just everything. Like they was just finding every little thing wrong instead of seeing what's right for the point for them to go in the same position, putting them in rooms where they needed to be. If if you're in this room with me, this is where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Now work the room. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying?
Network. And that's what I told the people that's coming
Yes.
to this mansion experience. If they come and don't network, shame on you. Like I'm opening up the gate.
Yes.
I mean, the mansion itself by itself was $55,000. This is why I can't have a couple $100 conversation with people.
Yes.
Like that we ain't paid one photographer, one videographer. We ain't got the chef yet. We ain't got no decorations yet. Like this stuff costs money because guess what? When you're doing something like that, you have to invest the money.
You got to, and you gotta show up. Like marketing and all of that stuff, investing into what you're doing, it costs. Just like you said, it costs to be a boss. and it do. But like for me to see the position I'm in now with my podcast is in the top 60 Black entrepreneur.
I know. That's why you about to coach me because you about to stop checking me about not me and Calvin been supposed to start that you done told me and Calvin to start this podcast before my mother passed away. And just to be all the way honest, like I felt like I was spread so thin. My dad passed, and then 16 months later, my mother passed. So that's another thing. People didn't even allow me to grieve. People didn't call me and ask me what I needed. They called me and told me what they needed still. And I'm showing up for the team. I'm still showing up for the team. I hosted a whole women's retreat at the mansions 11 days after we buried my mama. So don't tell me about being strong. Don't tell me. I get all that. But they didn't even allow me to grieve. They wanted me to put up all the money for everything. You want me to put you in rooms. You want me to put up. No, in this season, I told God, I promise you. I told the Lord this morning, he had me up because I've been up. He's been waking me up at the same time every day. Even before we started our fast, he was waking me up every day at the same time. And like I just told Calvin today, like he's just been showing me different things every day. And there's some people that's in my close circumference right now. He said next season they can't go, because they don't understand the importance of what it takes to run a business. People don't understand what you go through behind the scenes. They see you pop up online for your podcast, but it's a lot that go into podcasting. That's why I said I feel like the Married Life with the McIntoshes hadn't, baby. We had our crew together. We had everything. But I also believe that everything is in God's timing. And so right now, more than ever, what we getting ready to bring to the table, talking about ministry and marketplace, keep God first and watch he never put you last. That's why I wasn't panicking. Because usually when I'm having an event like this and we had to wait so long to even promote it, because I had to wait for Romeo to sign his contract, I would have panicked. He said, don't you dare even think about panicking. He said, the people that's supposed to be in that room is going to be in that room. It's not going to be a balance left. Every single balance going to be taken care of. He said, people going to be reaching out to you and asking you, how can they sow? They're going to sow into what you're doing now because you've sown so much over these past 18 years that, that time went by fast. I didn't even realize it was 18 years. He said, over these last 18 years, you done sown so much. I got to give it back. He said, and now people that had treated you common, now they see who you are. Cause I'm like you, I'm very humble. People don't know who I know. They don't know what kind of circles I run in. They don't know what circles I sit at. I don't throw people's name out there cause I built my own name. So I don't gotta throw their names around, right?
No.
They see us with them, right? They just see us with whoever we know. And so it's like now, at a time such as this, it's either people going to get it or they're not going to get it. They either going to sow into themselves so that they can expand, or they're going to sit back and keep complaining about what they don't have, because guess what? You have what you say. Whatever you feel and whatever you think is true. So if you going around talking about I'm broke, no, you should be saying I'm in between blessings. Do you know a way I can get some money to be able to invest so that I can invest and get myself out of debt? You know what I mean? So
the power of the tongue. You got to watch what you say. Not only watch what you say about yourself, watch what you say about others too.
Absolutely.
That's why it's important to be silent.
Yeah, and that's where I'm at right now. And God told me, he said, don't even be mad at some people for not showing up in the capacity that you want them to. He said they're not capable. He said, don't worry about the people that's not helping you and holding up your arms and pushing into the vision. He said, because the people that's going to pour into the vision is going to be the people that reap the benefits with you. And I used to hear a network marketing owner say all the time, he said, I told my siblings, if you ain't helped me make it, you ain't going to help me spend it. And so I could hear him in the back of my mind keep saying that. He like, I'm lining up true soldiers, not people that think they being slick and being strategic and, you know, I'm trying to do something for you because I want to get in the door and I want to attach to who you know. He said, no, I'm bringing genuine destiny helpers that have a mindset like you that you ain't got. I mean, do you know if I could pay $500 to get in a room with the people that's going to be there, baby, I would have bought my ticket and 10 other people's ticket.
So fast.
I would have my whole crew because I understand the power of numbers.
Man, investing in events. That's why I be out of town all the time.
Right.
I go to events, and I go to events of amazing people. Like, it's people you don't even think multimillionaires that are.
Yeah, because money not loud though. Money not loud. So
it's not. And they be so humble and chill, and they have spiritual advisors.
Yep.
And they move different. They real smooth with it. And I just been learning to invest in so much of myself to a point I will look up events to go to. And next thing you know, I'm in that city or state and I'm going.
Yeah, because if you do something even small on a scale like that I'm doing at the mansion, because of the most amount of people we probably could have in there is maybe 125 people max. Like stuff like that, that's a 6-figure investment. I just told you the mansion by itself is $55,000.
Yeah,
and so that's a 6-figure investment. A person keeps saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a billionaire." You can't invest because the money they invested can barely cover the mansion.
Yeah.
So if you can't invest in you to come to an event, and I mean, we made it very, very, very affordable for people to be able to come, because once again, I wanted to, if they get there and they see something that they want to invest in, I didn't want to be like, okay, you paying all this money to come to the event. Guess what? You may get in a room and somebody is there to change your life and you want to make that investment. So we held some condos, luxury condos with upstairs, downstairs, outdoor terrace, all of this stuff. It got game rooms and pool tables and all of that. 5-bedroom condos where we can put 10 people in there. They 5-bedroom. We can put 10 people in that condo, and each person only pay $160 for 4 nights. Not $160 per night. I'm talking about for all 4 nights. And that's you can beautiful. Come to the event. And then the VIP tickets that that you can stay in one of those condos, bring your group, your food is included. You getting in mastermind sessions with people who can change your life in an instant. And that's what they looking to do.
So what specifically they are going to talk about as far as changing their lives?
So on Thursday night, we're going to have multimillionaire top author, was a guru in real estate. Him and his wife 2.5 years ago found Jesus. So they are bona fide Christians. And he just started his own Christian-based network marketing company. But he is coming to talk about how to grow, because that's what he did. He was hired by network marketing companies to grow their companies and brands and how to effectively market to take yourself to the next level, and all of that. He's bringing his book of how just through faith and all of that, and keeping God first. And then when you keep him first, then and he's gonna pour into every single thing you do. So multimillionaire Ray Higdon, he's coming on Thursday night to do a mastermind, and then he's heading back out because he have a conference the same weekend as me, but it's 4 hours away. So he's sacrificing to drive up there to pour into my people. And then we're gonna have a networking event afterwards. So we're gonna be able to network I definitely want you to, I want to do some live podcasts. I told him when I talked to him, I would love to have him live on your podcast so that his people can tap in with you. And he was excited because he actually did our prayer call yesterday. So he was excited. I told him, I said, I'm bringing a childhood friend with me. She has one of the largest podcasts out there, and she is coming, and we're gonna do some live podcasts straight from the house. And I would love for him to, give some of his knowledge and stuff like that. So he had a conference last year called Faith Over Fear, and that's what I'm saying. Some of them people paid to come to that conference. Some of them people paid $4,000 and $5,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say thousands.
They paid $4,000 and $5,000 just to be in the room, and people
Yes.
paying $400 and $500. Like, make it make sense.
Yeah.
So he's coming on Thursday night. We having a networking event afterwards. We're gonna have some fun. And then on Friday, we got somebody coming. We got Pastor Fred Jones. He's coming to talk about the importance of life insurance. Then I have my business partner who I'm doing the real estate with, land flipping and all of that. She's going to talk about the importance of land. We're gonna have a tax panel. Oh God, we got a couple of different things going on that day on Friday. And then Friday after we're done, we having a pool party because we got that mansion is 25,000 square feet. It has a I'm gonna pull up the pictures. It has a full basketball court in it. It has 3 levels, so it got 3 infinity pools. Baby, I'm calling the massage therapist that I know locally when I go to Orlando to massage. I'm calling this a massage therapist for whoever want to get massages, because in the mansion, it has its own spa, literally a full spa in there with a sauna. It even has a waiting room in the spa. So basketball court, game room. I told people to come get some lifestyle content that they can use to market with. On Saturday, we're going to hear from Romeo Miller, Masterpiece Son, my business partner. We're going to talk about billions of dollars in technology. There's going to be people in that room, and usually y'all know that technology is like partnering with the Apple or T-Mobile or something like that. None of y'all can pick up the phone and call Apple and say, let me partner with you. They're designed to make you a consumer, not to let you make money with them, right? So we're going to allow some of the people in the room to be partners with us. We're going to bring some of the stuff. We're going to bring some of the new things that we're going to be offering, that we're rolling out in the technology space. And we're going to have some of that stuff there. And we're going to allow people to be able to have their own replicated website that they're not even paying for. Their own replicated website to be able to offer, some of our products. And then after that, we're going to have Billionaire Tycoon. He's helped people he's made multiple 1,800 to be exact, multimillionaires. He owns a marketing company that it doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent, if you are if you own a trucking business, it doesn't matter if you do insurance, it doesn't matter if you in network marketing. He has a marketing tool that some of y'all done seen it, but y'all didn't know where it came from. So Applebee's white labeled it. So all of the marketing stuff y'all see from Applebee's comes from this marketing tool.
Okay.
Norwegian Cruise Lines white labeled it. So all of the Norwegian Cruise Line stuff you see, they use that tool.
Okay.
Lamborghini white labeled it. So any kind of marketing that you see from brands like Lamborghini, that came from that marketing tool. He's coming up. He's gonna pour into people, let people and show people how they can do this get this marketing tool. I'm glad you're sitting down, Vet, because I don't want you to fall out when you hear this.
Oh shoot.
$50 a month.
What?
And they can white label up to 10 different businesses. So if you had a podcast, if you had if you're a real estate agent and you want to show your people a house that you getting ready to put on the market, or you want to thank your clients for for them for a closing, all kinds of stuff. Like a lot of real estate agents, brokers, when this just launched last week, they was on it because it's a game changer to any kind of business you can think of. It doesn't even matter what you do. So like people that's in network marketing, I don't care what, I don't care if they selling juices, pills, potions, lotions. I don't care if they selling credit, real estate, whatever they doing. I'm gonna be their best friend because I'm gonna be able to show them this tool that they can pay $50 a month for and have their whole team get it and grow their downline. I'm being a real estate agent. I'm gonna show them how to get more business with this tool. It's a marketing tool. It's a video marketing tool that is insane. Like I said, $50 a month. Because we both know marketing is usually the biggest bill for a business. A lot of businesses go because they can't afford to market. We were just talking about billboards before we got on live.
Listen, I think the most I spent a month in marketing is $2,500 to $3,000, $2,500 to $3,000 a month for marketing.
So just imagine being the market on a level as Applebee's and Norwegian and Lamborghini for $50 a month. Where they do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
White label it to your brand. So if you wanted to do something for Life Her, you can white label Life Her. I know you going to real estate school. Once you start doing your thing, whatever you do, whoever you decide to work with, or even for the daycare, if you want to get you some more students, or just be personable with the parents and just separate. You basically up in the ante. You separating yourself from from everybody else on a marketing level. Like you just took your marketing level to a whole nother level, and people ain't gonna believe you paying $50 a month. Like they not gonna believe that. So he's gonna be in the building, and then they all staying for the party because Saturday night we having a party. It's my daughter's 17th birthday, but we're doing it also in honor of breast cancer awareness because October, like about 9 days later, is breast cancer awareness. And I know so many. I got some friends that then ran through my family, and I got some young ladies who I do business with that they've been through some things like that. So we're gonna have a good time.
That's good. So let's talk a little bit about land contracts. And a lot of people, it's so important to have land right now. I've been in the market doing like purchasing land since it's been like 2 years now.
Okay.
Just purchasing land and stuff. And a lot of people don't utilize the land bank like they supposed to. It's many steps and different things you have to go through, different loopholes. Sometimes it take a while, sometimes it don't. It's a hit miss, but it's important to own land. It's important to own your home, if you're capable of owning your home. But let's talk about how important it is and how you help people purchase land.
So this is how you build generational wealth. And guess what? If a person got an income tax check, they can buy land. If it's not what people think it is. So there's two different ways that we actually purchase land. So you guys, I know you talked about the land bank. So with land bank, a lot of people purchase. So there's two different things in land. There's a tax lien, and then there's a tax deed. Okay. So with the tax lien, there is a redemption period. I think that's what you purchased. There is a redemption period when you do a tax lien. So depending on the state and the county, that depends on how long you have to wait before you actually get the deed to the land.
I think that was like 2. It took mine 2 years.
So that's why I told you to get with your big sis, because this is the thing, baby. We don't even know if the world gonna be around in 2 years. I don't focus on tax liens, period. So the people that bought tax deeds from me, and I'm gonna show them to you because I got pictures, I got receipts, because we just sent some out, me and my business partner, on today. So the people that bought land from me,
because they had to put the house in foreclosure. Well, it wasn't a house; it was land, but they were
property on it.
Yes, it used to have a property on it, but they wasn't paying the taxes. So
so if y'all, I don't know if y'all, my phone might be too bright, but if you can see this, you see we sending the deeds to people now certified mail, because they have to, this is a legal document, so they have to sign for them. And y'all, there go some more. So people that actually bought land from us in June, they got their deed already. We actually sent it to them. They should have, we sent it certified mail. They should have it by Monday. So my business partner actually sent me that today, probably about 4 hours ago. So we more so focus on tax deeds than tax liens. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. So tax liens, you can get some, depending on where you are, you might have to buy the land over the counter. You may have to show up to a tax auction and all of that stuff, and have to outbid people and all that. See, the way that we do land, we don't gotta go through none of that. With the young lady that I actually do the land with, my business partner that I do the real estate with, she's a nurse by trade. She's an RN by trade, which she was able to walk away from that because of the land deals that we've been doing over the last 3.5 months. We actually focus on tax deeds. So if we focus on tax deeds, the deed, the land has already been through the redemption period and now it's for sale. So every week we get a list of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of land all over the United States. We get a private list, and that's another thing about getting in rooms and knowing people, because this young lady has been doing this since 2002. She's been buying tax deeds since 2002. So she's very well connected. And when the list come in, guess what? We're able to look at the list to be able to say, hey, I want this property, I want this, and then we offer. Then the next people that get to see the list after us is our students. We give them first dibs on the land, because they did our land flipping class. We give them first dibs on the land. We give them 24 hours VIP access. So whatever land they want to purchase, we let them purchase whatever they want to purchase, and then we offer it after that. After we've let them get their first dibs for 24 hours, then we put it out to the public. So with the tax deed, you can actually purchase the land and you'll have the deed within 60 days. Because with a tax lien, you got to wait dependently. So like the state of Alabama is 3 years. I know Ohio is 2 years, and sometimes depending on the county, it may be 1 year and a day. Texas is 1 year and a day if you purchase a tax lien. But if we go to the states where they offer the tax deeds, then we can get the deed within 60 days. We can buy and flip the land. So let me tell y'all another thing. You don't necessarily have to just purchase land where you live. I want you to think like an entrepreneur. Guess what? A lot of where we live at is in the middle of nowhere, but it's a brand new development. It's lagoon living. It looks like you in Cancun every day. Like we got a whole man-made beach here on one side. On the other side, we got lazy rivers and water slides and all that right in the development. So guess what? Somebody had to buy this land and sell it to a developer, right? Mm-hmm. So therefore, what we look for is land that we can get for the low, just like anything else, and sell for the high. So let me tell y'all, we focus a lot in Alabama. We've been getting a lot of land in Alabama. I'm gonna tell you why, because Cat Williams went to Alabama and bought 100+ acres of land. I think it's 171.
Yeah.
Building a studio in Alabama, just like Tyler Perry did in Georgia, right? So when he did that, it immediately drove up the land value. Okay, it drove it up in a way that people was just trying to fight over that. But the good thing about it, we got access to the list. So we're able to see like what commercial property is coming. We got a young lady who actually bought some land and then she turned it into truck parking, because that is. So we give you guys.
That is really common now.
Yeah, we give you guys because guess what? That is reason. This is why people need to be in the room. That is residual income that basically has no overhead. Because what you need is the lot, the gate. You're gonna pay whatever the gate fee is, and you're gonna pay whatever it costs for cameras. You don't have to have a person there doing it, because what you're gonna do is mark off parking spots. You number them, and then when you get a trucking company or an owner operator that wants to get truck parking from you, you just give them their spot, and if they don't pay, They can't even get in the gate, and you can watch it right from your phone, from your tablet, whatever device that you want. So basically what she did, she went to the zoning committee, told them that she wanted to turn it into truck parking. She charged them $250 a month, 60 trucks parked there. That's $15,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. You know what else I saw is some one of my friends, they had like a bunch of land and the truckers come and they had small tiny homes on the land and they were take instead of them, some of them want to be in a truck, some don't, but they had these tiny homes where they could go in there and lay down. And she also had like a showering area where they could go and shower too, and they'd be there for a little bit, but it was beautiful. Like it was really nice.
So let me do you one better. So I also teach I also teach people how to become DOT specimen collectors. So
Okay.
this is what I tell the people that get the land. So and this is another thing before we get off track. There's another thing, you can lease the land. So there are companies that want to lease land from you to
Yes,
be
they do.
whatever they want to do. So that's a residual income. You can turn around and owner finance the land. So you can finance the land to other people to buy it, and they, no credit check. They can put down, $2,000 and pay you $300 a month for whatever period of time, and then once they paid it off, then you transfer the deed over into their name. But it's just like a car. If they don't pay,
Yeah, like a rent to own type thing.
exactly, if they don't do what they're supposed to do, guess what? They lose their land, and you can owner finance it to somebody else. So it's so much. We're gonna talk about that at the event. We're
Yeah.
actually giving away a piece of land at the event. So anybody that's actually bought a ticket to stay in the mansion, or if they buy a VIP ticket, they are going in a drawing for us to pull their name for the land. We actually bringing the deed with us, and we're going to transfer the deed, record the deed, and transfer it over into their name. Whoever pull, I may let Romeo pull, and whoever name come out the hat, that's going to be their land. And that's another thing, that's for a person invested in themselves. They're not just, you know what I mean? They're not just, they understand investments, and that one investment can change your life. So we've been more so focusing on deeds than liens. And I tell people, if you find a cheap lien and it's a couple $100 and you don't mind sitting on it for years, then go ahead and get it. But that's a long-term investment.
Yeah.
But when you do a tax deed, you can get it can be, as soon as you get that deed, you can turn around and flip it and list it. So we even have a team of people that list them on Craigslist, they list them on eBay, they list them on government websites, because y'all, you do know that the government will lease land from you. So that was another thing that we said that we were going to do here, is purchase some land and put the tiny homes on there, and then bring the people that let the veterans live there, and let the government pay us. So it's so many different things you can do with land. Land is the way to wealth. I actually have a friend who's a little bit older than me, 51 years old. Mom brought him a piece of land when they were 17. He's never worked a job. Now he owns 100 doors. If y'all don't know what 100 doors mean, he owns 100 pieces of property from one investment from his mom. Our parents didn't know stuff like that. The baby was taught, go to work, get somebody else wealthy, all of that stuff. So they didn't understand the power of investments. My 16-year-old had already invested in a piece of land. She took her McDonald's money and invested in land. I mean, we got land is $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. You'll be surprised how, because it's back taxes. So you'll be surprised how small you can invest and then turn around. That same land, you probably can sell it for $100,000.
Yep. You sure can. Easy.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about that. That's going to be one of the major sessions that we're going to be doing. And I definitely want us to do a live, because we're actually going to be bringing, we're going to have a list of land that's for sale, that's cheap, that we're going to sell, that we're going to have right with us at the event, where people can, buy land, purchase land, and be a land owner, in 60 days. And that's something that you can do and flip and never look back. Because one piece you can buy. I told people, our people that's in our inner circle group, they all have to purchase at least 3 pieces of land or more. So we got some that then purchase 4, 5, 6 pieces of land. I'm like, look, we're gonna hold 3, we're gonna flip 3, because one will pay for all 6.
Right.
So 2 and 3, when you sell it, it's all profit.
Yeah, it
So
is.
yeah, so we're excited about the results that we're gonna be giving, because we got people doing testimonials right now as we speak that we're gonna be adding to our website. So I'm excited about the land. And then like I said, I saw you going to Africa, and we have been talking about that, purchasing land internationally, because
Yeah.
now you tapping into a whole other stream of income.
It's,
Because if you
it's
start doing that,
totally
guess what?
different.
You can Airbnb that out. You can rent it to people when they on vacation, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
And
it's
it's different there because they don't have, you don't gotta pay taxes on it. Once you buy it, it's yours.
yep,
So that's another great thing about it. And one of the properties there that as far as like an investment, you could say like it's the land is 16K right now. So right now it's absolutely nothing on the land. So they have to knock down trees, whatever is in that area. So once they start the building process, it will not be 16,000 no more. However, they have 3 options of payments for that 16K if you don't have it up front.
okay,
So you can have a $2,000 down payment. Then after you do that, you have 30 days to pay at least 4,000 of it. And then you have another 30 days to pay another 4. So they have different options like that, or sometimes it's an increase with it, but you have that whole year to actually pay it off, but you only get 4 or 5 payments out
gotcha,
of that. But
gotcha.
once that's paid in full, if you catch it at that 16K, once they started the building phase, this particular property is a community. So they got their own school, own grocery store. They have anything you could think of is in this community base, to a point they don't have to go outside of their community for
Gotcha.
nothing.
So
So
that's kind of like what we live in. That's
yeah,
what that's their thought process. Like, we don't want you to have to leave to go to the
yes.
grocery store. We
So you
got
don't have to do
schools in the
nothing.
development. Yeah,
Yes, and it's like it's not so far from the Atlantic Ocean or nothing. So like you could hop, skip, and jump. But with you having that land, you have 5 years to build your home on that land.
oh, that's good.
So as the process increases and people start purchasing and buying their homes and start building them, your land alone of that 16K go up even though you haven't started building yet.
Absolutely. Same
So
same here. So the
yes.
land value will increase. Actually, we watched live, because we was doing live and pulling up stuff on Facebook live while we were live, and we watched some property literally overnight increased by $10,000.
Yes, it
There's nothing on
increases
the land.
like fast. Like it increases so fast. And like Ghana is growing so much, and the way it's growing so fast, they build fast. They built
Gotcha.
like really fast. So as time progressed, say for instance, you did build it. Out of that 16K you spent and you're investing in it, you could sell it for between 2 to 300K. And that's a huge investment.
Absolutely.
That's a huge investment. Of course, you got to give your portions to the realtor, and but it's not paying out so much to a point you're not being pocketless. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So it's amazing, and it even helps with your dual citizenship as well.
Okay.
So in Ghana, they look for you to invest in Ghana. How are you going to make Ghana better? What are you going to do to make Ghana like so amazing? Are you giving back to the community? Like I'm going to be giving back to the kids. So
Right,
next year
right.
I plan on
And I
doing
and I
something.
and I'm definitely gonna be right with you.
Yes. So when you do for the kids and you continue to give back to the community, that helps you even more with your citizenship for
Okay,
you to go
gotcha.
into it. They make it seem like, oh, you can get your citizenship easy when you get there. It's not that easy. You really have to put in work to actually do the work for you to do it. But And then it's not even just Ghana, you know what I'm saying? It's different. Kenya, Zanzibar. Zanzibar got some beautiful properties off the lake, off the ocean, I mean, and it's like amazing. So
That's
it's
why I like land. I'm gonna tell you, I love land more than fix and flips. And a lot of people that do fix and flips have been reaching out to me now that they see that we're doing land. Because with a fix and flip, you know, you gotta buy it, then you gotta invest money in it. You better
yes.
whoever you got, that's the contractors, ain't no scammers and run off with your money, and make sure that they stay on time and task, and then you list it. So
But
land is
you don't
basically
even gotta deal with messed up contractors like we do though. See, like they're building and it's by brick. You know what I'm saying? They building with brick. And then all of their homes are top tier. You know what I'm saying? They have these big steel doors to even come in there. It's facial recognition for you to get in the place. They got concierge down there. They have a driver for you. They have someone to get your groceries, do your laundry, clean your home.
I'm
They
coming with you next time. I got a lady on my team. I've been her business coach since before I knew my husband. Been knowing Astu since 2010, and she is from oh my god, she is from where
Nigeria,
nope, she not from Nigeria. She is from
Kenya, Dubai.
where the rapper is at. The one rapper that
Well, you know, what's some call him? Burna Boy lives in Ghana.
there was another rapper from back in the day. I'm locked up. They won't let me.
Akon.
Akon. She from where Akon from?
Okay.
What is the name
I
of
don't
that
remember
place?
where Akon is from.
But she been trying to get me to go to, and that's what she said. Do you know the amount of money that you got here? You will have a nanny, a driver, a person that cleans
Yes.
your house, and all of that
Yes.
kind of stuff. I was
Yes.
like, what I talked to her mama. They think I'm their family. They've been trying to get me to come
They
over there
treat you
forever.
like royalty. When you get off that plane, when you walk out, they're carrying your luggage. They're driving you where you need to go. When you get to the hotel, they're giving you water. They're giving you a hot towel to wipe your face. They telling you
Senegal.
no.
That's where she from. Senegal.
Senegal, okay.
Yes.
Yes, like they have all of this stuff, and it's beautiful. That is it make the United States look bad, honestly. And then
I keep hearing that, but
yeah,
we want to live abroad. That's the question. And
yeah,
our kids want to live abroad.
yeah. And then places is hybrid, like all of their places is hybrid. Everything is electronically, and that's what's gonna help you and Romeo too with the tech.
Right.
Because they're controlling your door. Like, say for instance, you have a home that you purchase and you have an Airbnb. So if someone trash your Airbnb or they do something out of line, you could lock them out from the United States from your phone, and they will not be able to get in there at all. Like, period.
Wow.
Like they have such high technology of different things to a point. We're not even on that level. It's so many. I mean, it's so much. It's crazy. And that's just Ghana. You know what I'm saying? I could only imagine of the different things that they have to offer in different other places. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a you gotta come with me next time. You're gonna
I'm
love it.
coming. I'm coming. We ready. I'm ready to go now. Quiet.
Don't threaten me with a good time, because listen.
Baby, look, we might be down there, and I just told my husband, I said, I want to be somewhere else for the holiday. I said, I don't want to do the traditional thing now. The way the
No.
world going right now, like I want to just do everything that I feel like the Lord then called me to do. I said, I want to do whatever it is He want me to
No,
do. I want to go visit. I said, I ain't putting nothing else on hold.
Erica Danny said, I'm going too.
Let's go, because you know me. I'll put a group together in a minute, baby. I'll be to had you down here in Houston and talk about we leaving from Houston.
Yes, seriously. It's and then I know the people down there where they could set up like a whole tourism for us to go to.
Right.
And they send you to different places. But it's man, it was the best 2 weeks of my life. And it changed me from when I come back home because the food is different there. You know what I'm saying? It's clean food. So when I came back home, I was so sick. Like I ate some food here.
Everybody say that. Even
I
like my
was
friends that
sick.
went to Thailand, they said because they don't have all of the bad stuff that we have in our
Yes.
food, and they got back home and ate the regular food, it was like it made them ill.
Yes, it made me so sick to a point. That's why I just juice now. I just be
Wow.
juicing and I barely eat meat, so I just like pescatarian right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to get away with that too and start my own gardening and everything because
Sound like
I even smell it. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
I even smell the food here. Since I've been back, it smells horrible. Like real bad.
I just told Calvin, I said, well, we might as well just stay eating like we eat, and we might as well just go vegan.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, so
everybody
they're
told me,
supposed to
like I
go to
said, my friend
Uganda.
said the same thing. Um, my friend said the same thing. She said, the food was so fresh and whatever when she went to Thailand, and she was like, when I came back, I couldn't even really eat this food. Like she was like, I was eating like a rabbit because trying to eat regular food was just
No,
making her sick.
it made me sick. Like every morning they were giving us beet juice and ginger shots.
Wow. Wow. That
Yes.
sounds like my type of party. Like I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Look, we gonna have to sidebar. I'm trying to figure out how we can get back over there before the end of the year. I
Yes.
really want to go. I really do.
Yes.
I really do.
Seriously. Raymond said he's going to Uganda and Ghana
Oh
next
yeah,
month.
with his church. I think he going with his church with their men's group.
Yeah, you gonna love it. Definitely gonna love it. Life changing.
Yeah, because they got a business that they do that purchases gold and silver, and they got a lot of people that's over there in Africa that's buying in because we all know that the American dollar in a minute won't be worth nothing.
Well, I see it already. Just even me having the $300 and it's 4,100 there. It's like totally different because it goes by so fast due to the pricing that they
Right.
offer. So I could see the value of our money like depleting slowly but surely because it's different. It's a lot, but we gotta we probably gotta shift over.
Yeah, I've been buying some. I mean, I got some money in crypto. I've been buying it, and that's
Yeah.
that's one of the things that we gonna be teaching people too. The importance of the Bible even talk about silver and gold over and over and over. You don't never hear them
Yes.
talk about paper money. They talk
But
about
you
that.
know,
When I say everything going back to the biblical days, everything going back. This is why
it
people need to
is.
know the Lord.
It is. And like even like as far as like with the currency changing and stuff, we're going to have to, even though Bitcoin is 100 and was probably like 115,000 right now,
Mm-hmm.
next year it's going to reach at least 200K before the year over with next year. So you could even though you don't have that full 115, you still should invest in it
Right.
so you can
Absolutely.
have some sort of return. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different things that you can invest in right now when it comes to AI. It
Yeah.
comes to
I got a
electric
girl coming there to talk about that. She a
robot.
beast with it. She a beast with the AI. And I'm talking about, I usually can tell if somebody have an AI generated photo or AI video. I
Oh
can
yeah,
usually tell.
definitely.
Baby, she didn't master that down to a science. And I
That's
could
amazing.
not tell. She said, girl, you don't gotta go do no photo shoot. Give me a picture. I'm about to do a photo shoot for you. I said, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that AI is baby. That's a whole nother beast.
Yeah.
And
It's
people
just
better learn it.
everything is changing. It's like we just gotta we're gonna have to catch up with time because
Right.
a lot of things will be different. And then another thing that people can think about as far as investing is a high yield savings and checkings account too.
Yep.
Making sure they have their money in there and getting a percentage out of that from their money just sitting in there. It can't just sit in a bank and not
Grow.
build no value and grow. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you have to end up switching over, getting a high yield. You got Huntington Bank has it with SoFi
SoFi.
Technologies.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I've been sending a lot of my clients to SoFi.
yeah, you
Mhm.
have it there. It's just different ones that have it, and that's like so important too. for people
I'm
to
gonna tell you
start
another thing
investing.
that people need to focus on, because that you can leverage it to be able to get wealth credit. So we launched our own credit software and just been helping people get their credit together so that they can build business credit to be able to get OPM. Because guess what? If you got OPM, I even got a young lady who owns the bank who do big deals in real estate all over the world, and she'll give y'all the money to go over to Ghana and purchase some land and build the house. Not just purchase the land, but to purchase the land and build the house.
Yeah.
So people just gotta be able to get around the people once again that have your solution and not your problem.
Yeah, definitely. And you got to be willing to educate yourself. Like it's so much free information out there that you can invest in, but from you listening to that information, it will create you to invest in yourself and come to events like what you're having for them to get the knowledge and start moving and shaking how they should.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And y'all, if you are in my city, if you are from where I'm from, y'all need to be coming with it. Y'all need to be coming with her to the event, because especially where we from, there are people that's gonna be sitting in that room that nobody where we from will probably sit in the room with them.
Yeah.
Y'all need to, I got about I think I got like 15 discount tickets left. Discounted tickets. And like I said, those people that's gonna be in that room, that ticket gonna get you more than just in the room. It's gonna get you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get you connected to a
Yeah.
technology company that can help you make billions of dollars. And I got some businesses back home that I want to pour into with this technology. I know Brandon Scarborough just started the school for the little boys. I would love to be able to bring technology there for them and let them use that revenue from that and go back into their school. So guys, that's a bigger picture, because at the end of the day, if you can't help you can't help nobody else. So we want
Okay, you're right.
we want to be able to bless and help people along the way. So y'all, we got, like I said, we got about 15 discount tickets left. Inbox me or Vet if you want a ticket. And like I said, we got the luxury villas to where people can stay at the villa for $160 for the entire stay, not per night. And I showed them on my live. They are beautiful. It got a whole water park. So when y'all downtime, y'all want to go to the water park. They brand new. They actually just built it. So it got a game room upstairs, downstairs, outdoor terrace, just all kind of stuff. But yeah, you can stay those 4 nights for that. Check in on Thursday, check out on Monday. And get with mingle with some people and network with some people that's there, because that's what happened at the Biggest Boss Conference. Some people came by themselves. They at first they was apprehensive, and then it was like, I'm glad I came by myself, because I was able to mingle and meet
Yeah.
amazing people. And now some of them doing they business partners doing millions of dollars together.
That's
So
amazing. That is
that's
amazing.
what it's all about at the end of the day. Each one teach one, each one reach one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sis, make sure you in the lives and stuff, put the link in there so people can purchase they tickets and get more information from you and everything still.
Yep, they can go to I'm the biggest boss.com and purchase their tickets. And it'll give you the schedule and things of that nature. You'll get a separate email from us with the actual address of the mansion. You'll also get an email from us if you want to stay in one of the condos. For that 160 a night. We'll get you over that information. I mean, not a night, for the whole stay. We'll get you that information over, because we put like 10 people to a condo. It actually holds 12, but we didn't want to max them out. We just wanted to put 10 people in each one, so they can, people don't feel like people on top of them. But that's why I tell, grab a friend. That's how you grab 2 or 3 friends. Because guess what? If you come and you bring 5 people with you, and y'all all go back with a prayer and a plan, y'all unstoppable. I'm telling you.
For
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Like, get some people that got the same mindset as you. If you got any kind of business, I don't care if it's a medical business, if it's a real estate business, if it's a network marketing business, it doesn't even matter. Or you may not have a business. You may just want to build your brand, because that's what we're going to be talking about too. You may just want to build your brand and your name and be able to get yourself in rooms that you can't get into. Bring some people with you and come learn how to build your brand and network with people that you wouldn't be able to network with every day. Yes. So I'm thebiggestboss.com. If you got any questions, you can inbox me. But y'all, September 18th, 19th, and 20th, Orlando, Florida. Y'all, even the airfare is super cheap. I done found people airfare down. Even from Akron Canton Airport. I found the airfare yesterday for my videographer. Airfare $70 each way, direct flights. They got rental cars on Priceline.com for $8 a day. Yeah. So when I tell you, it don't get no better than that.
No, it don't.
And some flights I done seen from other places like Georgia, because we got people coming from like Atlanta area. I didn't even see some flights for $40. So, hey, it's very affordable. So.
Okay. Well, thank you, sister.
Well, thank you for having me, sis. I appreciate you, and I can't wait for next month, because it's going to bless the masses.
Yes. And also, y'all, I want to let y'all know that I am going to be offering a class really, really soon on how to podcast, how to start or how to market your podcast, how to get high valued people. I mean, high value on your podcast and everything. And what I'm working on now, I'm not going to do it just yet, but I've been getting flooded with sponsorships lately. So I've been learning on the sponsorship status, and that's where a lot of your bread and butter come from. You could get from $100 all the way up to $5,000 just for one post. I don't know if y'all seen it recently. I did a collaboration with Good Belly, and Good Belly is one of the top health nutrition companies, drinks, and they send me free stuff all the time, and also drink their juices all the time. And from me tagging them on a basis all the time, that's what created my relationship with them as well. So it's many things that you can do. It's just that you gotta want it. And I'm going to teach you. And if you want to learn it, you're going to have to pay for it.
Hey, we ready. You know, we ready, because we was been supposed to get our butt on board, but we ready now. We ain't procrastinate. Like I said, everything that the Lord wants us to do, not me.
Yes.
The Lord has called us to do now, because guess what? Your voice matter. You got to get it to the masses. And so yeah, we ready. We
yes. And it doesn't matter what you do. It's just about holding a conversation, staying on topic, having a great outline for you to actually come through when it comes to you having a podcast and interviewing people. If you want to interview people, but if you want to do a solo or just like how you and Calvin, it'll be y'all. Like, it's ways that you could do it to carry on a conversation, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't get past 10 episodes. Sometimes they barely make it to their 5th episode. So consistency is a lot, and having good quality it means a lot. See my whole setup, my mic, everything. It costs money to have good quality, but you really have to want it. And you can find yourself in the top 3% podcast like I am, and you could be there too. It's room for everybody. It's millions of podcasts. But it's just a blessing that I'm in the 90,000s of those millions. And that's a true blessing, and you could do it too.
Yeah. Well, they all will be learning from the best, because when she tell me when the class is, just know I'm going to be pushing it out there. But I already got people that's coming to the event. I already told them that you was going to be there. They talk about, and I told them that you was going to do a class to show them how you do what you do. People talk about, well, I want to be in the class. I'm already selling the class. The class she ain't even announced the class yet, but just know that I'm already selling the class. So if somebody asks you about a class at the event, don't be thrown off. I already just started selling the class. I'm like, look, I don't know how much the class is, and I don't know when the class is, but it's a class. You better get in. I want to get in, so they ready.
And it's not even cutting corners, because I took classes too when it comes to podcasting. But for me taking their classes, I learned on what I should do to really help people. I don't want to drag you into podcasting and take you forever to actually get it. I get straight to the point and let you actually get all the information that you need so you can get started right away, because you don't want to drag somebody to a point they don't even want to do it no more.
Right.
So I just love to like just get it straight to the point. So that's why I got a course even coming out for it where people could just go back into the course and go look at it if they mess up or anything. So it's a lot to it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful investment. Podcasting is getting larger and larger. You see how much Joe Budden make on his own by himself. He makes millions and people didn't believe in him. They laughed at him. They like, oh, you on this mic podcasting, but he make millions and he's not under nobody's contract, no nothing. He's independent when it comes to it, and he's using Patreon.
Right.
And he got millions coming in, and it's all possible.
Yep. Yep. Well, we gonna talk about that too. So y'all better get to the event. Don't get left behind. I'm looking forward to seeing you, sis. I can't
Yes,
wait.
yes,
I'm excited. So
yes.
September 18th, 19th, and 20th, Orlando, Florida. Biggest Boss Mansion experience. Don't miss out.
All right. See y'all later.
See you later, sis.